Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin has found its support in the market. Despite the current bearish sentiment, today's video I want to show you exactly why Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are lining up for an explosive, parabolic alt season. You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we're talking about why despite the current bearish sentiment by a lot of people, Bitcoin is actually headed much higher and altcoins along with it. Before we get started, guys, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. I hope you enjoyed watching the Super Bowl as much as I did. That was a lot of fun. Got to see commercials from Coinbase, from FTX, and also from crypto.com. You know, it was pretty interesting. Last year, I joked about there being Bitcoin commercials in the Super Bowl. This year, it actually happened. What a change. Now, today, we are taking a look at things. The market down 2% today. People are starting to get bearish because it turned around, but how come it's not $1 million already? Oh my gosh. Well, Bitcoin at 41,895, Ethereum at 28.59, BNB at 393, XRP at 79 cents, Cardano at 103, Solana at 92, Terra at 52, and Dogecoin at 14 cents. And if we take a look, fear and greed, I call this the neutral area. This is not fear. This is just like tipped over a little bit. Fear and greed in neutral. Nobody really knows what's going on. But today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some awesome charts that'll hopefully give you some very optimistic ways to look at Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Before we get into it, guys, the coins you may want to take a look at today if you're in the cryptocurrency trading realm, well, head on over to Token Metrics, take a look at analytics, indices, and the top performing indices for the day. Gate.io 758%. Look at this. Tether Gold, XRP, Elrond, Shiba Inu, and Multivac. Now I find that interesting because not only in the indices but also on the ratings, not Tether Gold but Pax Gold showed up there. So I wonder if there's going to be a movement in gold coming up shortly. If you guys want to check out Token Metrics, there is a highly discounted link down in the description. 30% off for Valentine's Day. You definitely want to make sure you take advantage of that now because these discounts don't hang around. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin today, we can see that every time we had one of these RSI breakouts where basically the RSI broke the downtrend, Bitcoin price goes up dramatically. Happened back here in September 2020, happened here in July 2021, and we pretty close to called the bottom here back in January when it happened. Well, since that has happened, we've had this little trend line that is fast approaching what I would call the territory where there will be a bit of resistance, but this bullseye could very well be the launching point where a lot of shorts will have to cover their calls and potentially send the price of Bitcoin astronomical. Now, Bitcoin right now is actually hovering on this little blue dotted line I put right here, right around 4150, $41,500. And if you take a look at this line is of historical significance for Bitcoin because take a look at this. It was support here. It was support of that huge wick that we had there. It was support here. And then it was resistance there. It was resistance there. It was resistance there. It was also resistance there. A lot of price action at that point. So if we can find support there and send the price continuing upwards, we should see some very good things happening with Bitcoin. But that's just taking a look at the chart. So let's take a look at some of the on-chain data. First thing here, Bitcoin's RSI price action looking similar to what happened after last year's 50% crash. As you can see, the price crashed down below, came and bounced off of that resistance, and then after the daily RSI broke, guess what? There was an area of resistance like we're seeing right now. This area of resistance after the RSI break happened before at the same level of the first resistance. So we could be repeating absolutely, completely what happened there. And people are still bullish because they're like, oh, the markets are tumbling. Everything's not doing well. Blah, blah, blah. All of this. Well, if we take a look that previously, now this isn't Bitcoin, this is the stock market. So granted, it's a little bit different, but they're getting pretty darn correlated nowadays. We can see that when the net put value traded as a percentage of market cap peaks, guess what? Those are local bottoms. Look at that. Happen here, local bottom. Happen here, local bottom. Happen here, local bottom, likely to impact Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies if we see a big jump in the stock market. Not only that, but the number of stocks with MACD buy signals at one of the strongest spikes of all times. And all of these spikes, well, guess what? They were all great buy opportunities, suggesting that maybe not cryptocurrency, but stocks, great buy opportunity right now. Potentially, if those start taking off, well, then Bitcoin and crypto could start taking off again, because as of right now, this is probably one of the biggest charts that nobody has seen yet. This is from the Real Plan C. The balance in accumulation addresses that have never sold any Bitcoin. Since we broke below $50,000, accumulation addresses have increased their balance by 193,000 Bitcoin, defined as addresses that have at least 2 incoming non-dust transfers and have never spent funds. Look at this. The accumulation address balance is at a 57-month high. That's almost a 5-year high. Hasn't been this high since 2017. This is huge because Bitcoin is becoming less available. Not only that, but also the miner to exchange flow is at historically low levels. Take a look at this. There's low selling pressure from miners, and it's been decreasing for over a year. Strong hands are stacking, miner sell pressure decreasing. Only missing ingredient is a catalyst for demand. That's right. The supply is not there. So as soon as we have any demand, it's going to cause the price to skyrocket. As a matter of fact, what we have here, complete retail obliteration from these recent peaks that we had. Simply put, all supply is now held by long-time holders. No sell pressure, but also nothing more to be taken. Jobs done. This means blue skies ahead. And we can see that every time this pink line came down to this green level, what happened to the price afterwards? It shot up, and we were back down in that level once again. So all of these things are lining up that's saying, hey, this is the buy opportunity of a lifetime. It doesn't matter what bears are saying. Of course, Chicken Littles are going to say the sky is falling when price isn't going up. That's what they do, but you just don't listen to them. You listen to smart money. And we're seeing on a grand scale, bullish fundamentals. Supply is decreasing. Demand is increasing. This demand right here, this is the addresses with a non-zero balance. Guess what? More and more people are stacking their sats. Doesn't matter about what's happening in the price temporarily, because this isn't a 1-month game. This isn't a 3-month game or even a 1-year game. This is a 10+ year game. This will change your generational wealth for years, eons to come. Even if we take a look here, this is over 64 signals looking at Bitcoin. Things from on-chain metrics, technical analysis metrics, social signals, floor price predictions, cycle peak price predictions, and we can see it all summarized right up here. This is from Binky Ponderosa. Right there, you can follow him on Twitter. We could see that the floor price average is about $23,500. The cycle peak average about $181,000. That means we're about 26% of the way. That's a pretty darn good bet. You don't get bets much better than that. Not only that, but we have this chart here from Velvet888, who predicted, he basically predicted the entire run-up from about, I don't know, I think it was like $3,000 to $60,000. He also predicted the $33,000 bottom. And he's saying, as you can see right here, very clear, Bitcoin has found its support line once again at $33,000. It's unlikely to go below there. As a matter of fact, what's more likely is not a 3-cycle Bitcoin peak, but actually only 2 macro cycles. Alt season is starting soon, in about a month and a half. Q2 of 2022, we are likely to see alt season commencing, which will send Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices skyrocketing, which makes now an amazing time to not only buy Bitcoin, but also take a look at some altcoins to stock up on. And you can find the best altcoins using artificial intelligence and machine learning by checking out Token Metrics. Remember, 30% discounted link down in the description. So guys, that's all for today. Enjoy Valentine's Day. Have a sweet day with your honeys. And also, you know, football season's over. I guess it's time for basketball or baseball. Who knows what the heck to do. So thank you all for watching. I love you all. Have a good one. Peace.